Okay.
Is that a longsword? No. I get what I've been asking for.
Yeah, but you know he's a dagger man.
He is a dagger man. He probably just brought this out, but I'm still nice to see him with a difference. I've literally been asking. Is that like this?
I'm not gonna lie. I love this one.
Ooh. Hello. It is your boys back again. It's your boy, Brandon Corriea.
And your boy, Jermaine.
And we're back with, this is a sad day. If you see my somber face and reaction, it's a sad day. It's the last episode of the season. Like I've mentioned, if you've been watching along with us, I've mentioned that I was late to the soul leveling party. I basically through word from this guy was mentioning that soul leveling season 2. I was already kind of doing some stuff and thinking about watching it.
Friends to watch
and then he's been for a long time, but he gave me like the final push to get into it. So I got into, obviously he watched it himself, so I had to catch up. So I've been watching soul leveling like right before season 2 started, from like consistently from like December-ish. So I don't even know what it's like without soul leveling in my life for the last like few months. So this is going to be weird to me when I watch this episode. But we're here. Weird. Obviously, I'm excited because, I enjoy great stories, and I'm excited to see how this season concludes. This has been a great season. We've seen our main character level up, right? And he's just been a bodman this season. And last episode, I was kind of mentioning that I was kind of torn because I was like, I'm in the middle of him leveling up kind of too quickly in the pace of that, but then me also just understanding why he's so strong and why this arc is played, this particular Jeju Island part has been so important and prevalent in the show, because they've been laying seeds of it throughout the whole time. So it's like I'm kind of torn in the middle, but then someone I was watching something and someone made a good point where they were just like one thing I really like about this show is that I like seeing my main character, honestly, just because he's the main character, be stronger than everybody and just whoop everybody just whooping ass. And I honestly sat there and I was just like, you know what? I'm like,
that's kind of the appeal. Like, he's actually just,
and I'm like, you know what? When you really think about it from that way, I was just like, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like fell in love with the show even more. And again, so, and this was kind of like stuff that I was literally, if you watched our last reaction, I was kind of bringing up. But then I heard that point later on in the week, and I was just like, you know what? Yeah, and I like that. I'm like, I don't mind that. So again, last week was the big fight. We had Jinwoo, King of the Humans, versus Beru, the Ant King, and it lived
was
up
actually
to
nice, because I saw this comment on I saw this YouTube comment where someone said that the perspective of the fight was through Beru, the Ant King. So like throughout that whole fight, it was really. Because it was really him talking.
Yes, you know what? It's true, because it was him speaking a lot.
I actually thought that, and I was like, that's actually very true.
It's him speaking a lot. Like, you don't really...
And really, especially at the end when he was crawling, he was like...
Yeah, no, there was...
His whole transition of begging for his life.
No, but yes, and even from him transforming to be like, what, he's faster than me, and he's getting faster. That's a very interesting point. I didn't even think about that, because it wasn't Jinwoo. There was barely any points in Jinwoo's mind of him thinking through the fight. It really was a lot of the Ant King dialogue, which is interesting. This is a great show, man.
Food for thought. Stop the episode.
Man, but yeah, and one thing I just want to, the way the episode ended was, obviously the Ant King was defeated, and he ran over to Booting, tried to give her the elixir of life, couldn't give life, but I get it. But I get why. I'm just upset, because I just want her to awaken and be like, Sung. And then they just, they're just in love at that point. But then...
You think that's why he'd probably leave.
But then we see him turn around, and the episode ended, and I have to see the man's feet. So here we are at this point, and we're going to have to see what he does to end up saving Chahae, because, he's not going to let that just go, because that's Booting. So let's get into this final episode of Season 2, Episode 13, or Episode 25, called On to the Next Target. So 3, 2, 1, go.
カメラを止めてもらえますか。はい。急いで。じゃないと壊します。わかりました。
Cut it off.
This guy said, okay. This guy said, yo, you don't gotta ask me twice.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. He didn't even ask for it. But I do like that.
ヨングに何をするつもりなんですか。何をしようとしているか聞いているんです。
時間がありません。黙っていてください。起きろ。
And now he has a healer in the bag. Yo, are you a mod man?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
What am I gonna do without this show in my life?
I was gonna ask you, how do you think he's going to?
No, but the thing is, you asked me.
I did ask you that last
week, but I had no clue. Like I had no theory in the moment. I was already too overwhelmed from the fight to then think about a possible theory. I had no clue. I had no clue.
I was gonna ask you before this started, but I was like, it's really just gonna happen right now.
That's ruthless. But I guess the man's dead, right? Like.
And if he doesn't, she's gonna die.
This man said, I knew. This man put the body right beside the healer.
In the comic though, he actually had to ask for it though. He was there. He was asking. He was like, I think he asked. He's like, because he knew. No, actually, he knew the healer died. So he's like, yo, go find. He asked the shadows to go find his body, and then one of the orc dudes came up and brought the body. This it just brought. He didn't ask for. He kind of just knew. So there's that slight change.
That's crazy. They're just wild.
Yeah, they got no king. They have no leader. He's still tripping out.
Dog, he's dealt with.
新種は死んだ。向こうのハンターが倒したようだ。
Yeah.
それでも無理だというのか。
Yes.
死者の力を利用する能力。ただの召喚魔法じゃなかったのか。ビョング。
Byung-gu, yeah. That's
声が聞こえたんです。ミンハンター。自分の力を使えという声が。
Oh, that's crazy. Cause I heard a thing like yesterday where they said at the end of the last episode, if you listen carefully, you hear his voice.
生前どんな人だったのかわかる気がします。
Yeah.
何の指示もなしにチャハンターの元に向かった。
Yeah.
温かい人だったんですね。
Ah, that's nice. Yeah, he did seem like a nice guy.
戦いの激しさが増せば増すほどさらなる力を得る。なんて恐ろしい能力なんだ。
This man's a Super Saiyan.
ミン君は。
He like you can kind of think he's a Saiyan with just like with just constant. What is it? I can't remember what it's called.
ですが、
But just a constant.
あいつは戦いを望まない。あいつをまた戦場に立たせることはしてほしくありません。
ベクハンターが俺の肩を掴んだ。でも今回は命令ではなく切実な頼みのようだ。大丈夫です。俺も同じ考えでした。抽出解除。
Man. Smiles, yeah. It's a nice moment. Man, if I don't get an episode next week.
ソンハンターが合流し、新種を倒したものだ。そんなもの見ればわかる。なぜ島にいる。なんてことだ。こちらは S 級ハンター10人中7人を失ったというのに。
He ate 7 of y'all.
万が一これ以上の被害が出れば、本国のゲート対応に支障が出ることはもとより、
Yeah.
世界的に見たパワーバランスも大きく損なわれます。撤退だ。即時撤退しろ。了解しました。
That's what you get for scheming.
Yo, 7 of 10 is fucking nuts.
And out of the 7, you lost your strongest one. That's probably the biggest hurdle. Yeah, it's kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. All those ants. What are they? A rank, S ranks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the ones that can fly.
島から逃げ出そうとするアリたちが本土方面に向かって広がっていってるようです。
あいつは残って残党と卵の始末をするそうだ。残念ながら今の我々は足手まといになるだけですからね。チャーハンターを早く医療班に見てもらわねばなりません。
I'm not gonna lie, yo. Fucking Ant King went right for that girl because he knew she her moms.
孵化する前の卵からでも経験値がもらえるのは
Yeah, that was another.
I'm dead. Give me them.
Okay.
Is that a longsword? No. I get what I've been asking for.
Yeah, but you know he's a dagger man.
He is a dagger man. He probably just brought this out, but I'm still nice to see him with a difference. I've literally been asking. Is that like this?
I'm not gonna lie. This, I love this one.
Ooh, that's nice.
あとは任せた。
Okay, I've been wanting to see you with a longsword, you know. A tusk in the back.
Okay, the big 100.
This has to be something.
レベル100到達か。
It's a prestige thing?
You can say that.
こいつ死んでもなおすごいオーラを放ってるな。
Oh yeah, scoop this man. Get it.
起きろ。
Get your ass up. Get your ass up.
なんだこの闇。何も感じない。抽出中に何か起きたのか。戻ってきた。
Oh, that's dope. Oh, that looks dope.
Yo, I'm hella confused right now, eh?
Oh, it's over now.
私にも名前を。将軍級。
General rank. Bombuk. General?
それにしたって。
私は死んだのではなく、王の力で生まれ変わったのです。今私は歓喜しております。永遠にお仕えいたします。名前をお与えください。
ベル。
ありがたき幸せ。
Beru. Yo.
それじゃあ改めて。起きろ。海上部隊が突破されたが。
ここが最終防衛ラインよ。絶対に街に近づかせないで。
Yo, Beru is fucking Vibes Cartel, bro. This guy's the general. That's crazy. Yo, that's sick.
統率者を失い、ちりぢりに逃げ回っているようです。
数を減らしてくれるか。
はい、王のご意向を
Just give me the command.
お加盟ください。
行け。
He's he's probably dumb fast, bro.
Yeah, it's over.
It's my guy still.
いいぞ。敵は強いが、一体ずつ確実に倒していけばいい。
I literally was just saying this. Did I not just say this guy's my guy? If I see him die, I would have been so cheesed. Oh my god. Appreciate you, Beru. Cause that was my guy.
光は
わからん。だが、助けてくれたのか。
No, that's when I say
Jinwoo.
when it's a huge pickup, it's hugest pickup.
Yo, send Beru over there, yo. Your boo's still in the helicopter.
It's alright.
最後まで彼に
Hey,
助けられてしまった。
man's a dragon.
Bro, this guy's fucking stacked, bro.
こうして第4次ジェジュ島レイドは我々の勝利で幕を閉じた。
Sweet.
Bare ant bodies in
ま
the
た遠
ocean.
路はるばるこの国まで残党どもがおいでなすった。迎撃準備に入れ。いや待て。我が国の英雄
Jeez,
体
okay,
を崩され
okay.
たいようだ。
Whose country? What country it is?
China.
少しは体を動かさないとな。
Okay, damn.
This guy is Ichigo. This guy hit him with a Getza Gajuja show.
こんな雑魚どもじゃなくてあの黒い槍であればもう少し楽しめたはずなんだが。
All right, chill. Well, I don't even know. I don't know your power
To
scales. I
be
could be
fair, I'm
hyping.
not gonna lie. He probably would cut
犠牲
him
者を
off.
伴う慰霊碑ができる
That man took 7 heads.
Nah, I think he'd probably cut him off still.
This man? Chinese,
S
the
級ハン
China
ターソン
hunter?
ジヌさん
I
が
think it was.
献花台に向かっています
It'd be a nice fight.
今
Though.
回のレードにおいて彼の活躍は大き
He
く
contributed a
ソン
great
ハン
deal.
ターなしに成功はなかったとも言われています
彼の動向には不審な点も多く、最初から参加していれば犠牲を出さずに済んだのではとの批判的な声も上がっています。
I guess if you look at it that way.
胸を張っていてください。世間がどう言おうと、この悲劇に終止符を打ったのは、あなたなのですから。
True.
But
それで今後はどのように活動されるおつもりですか？
fam, I'm gonna go chill with my mom, yo.
ですか。
この度のレイドであなたは国内外問わずその力を示すことになった。
Yeah.
もう世間があなたを放っておくことはない。
Yeah.
接触してくる者もいるでしょう。ソンハンター、あなたはこれからその力を持ってどこで何をされるのかと。
自分のギルドを立ち上げたいと思っています。
Yo, Budman, yo, let's go. This is a question that I had like for a while too, right? I've been asking.
And I
Interesting.
was gonna tell you, I'm like, you really think you're gonna be stepping into wants to work with anybody? Start my own thing. I can do everything myself.
Yeah.
Me, Jinwoo, we're done.
真の男っちゅうもんや。
Okay, bitchin'. That pops?
Nope.
No?
That's definitely not pops.
何やて何者か知らんけど、ここは許可なくだ。
Crazy.
And that wasn't him.
何をした？
ところで確認はできたか？
あいつの力で間違いない。気になるなら会って聞け。
会うことがあればな。ではここでの用は済んだ。この辺りはあの者に任せればよかろう。
関わりたくないということか。
What is happening? Have you seen my face the last little? Like what the fuck?
Just know it's a very interesting
面
meeting.
倒なことをする必要もないか。
What? That's pops. That's pops. Okay. Oh my god. There's no episode next week?
ああ、
Yeah, that
さっき
sucks.
ゴー会長から許可をもらった。それにしても本当に進まないな。
I'll be like, bro, why are you driving?
If I have a dragon, I'm never driving.
Like,
ギルドの件で何かありましたか？
oh, I remember why. Well, I remember what
高
happened.
速道路の先に？
Yeah.
B 級ゲートが発生しました。
See, this does suck because you just could be just driving on the highway all of a sudden.
Yes, yeah.
Gate open up.
I can't get home for time.
Like, God knows when. And can you imagine if you're driving and it pops up in front of you? Do you, like, what if you accidentally drive in?
話は課長からでも
Haha. Solo.
言っちゃった
いや、ここ絶対にレッドゲートだろ。
Nah, it just
こ
has
ん
me.
なアクシデント続きだな。こんなことなら母さんに遅くなるって伝えとくべきだったな。
Wow. That's definitely not all that's in there. Well, it could be. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think you understand how many ants you just, like, recruited.
Yeah.
And like, Barry was like,
Yeah. That's such a sick image. Hey, Booting.
彼も来ていましたね。
今回のレイドで思い知らされました。あの場において私はただ助けられるだけの存在だった。
She's like, I'm cheesed.
でも
to
彼
be
は違
fair,
った。私はあの人に追いつきたい。
Ah.
あの人に並び立ちたい。
Hey, okay.
私は強くなりたい。
Sounding like Hinata out there. German? That's a real one.
狩りをするために生まれた。ダンジョンは
That
弱
girl said, I want to stand by your side. Those are the ones you know what I mean? You gotta hold on to.
それでもハンターは戦いに身を投じる。敵が何匹いようとも己をはるかに凌駕する力を有していようとも
The dragon is so sick.
家族を守るため
Okay, moms?
信念を貫くため存在を証明するため運命に抗うためハンターはただ狩り続けるだけ
Bodies.
まだ誰も狩りをやめる気はない
Yo, are you mad? What?
Sweat.
This is the Soul Train line?
次の獲物はドイツだ
He said it.
Swag. And they didn't show me the man's feet.
I'm about to say, it's a new outro.
They didn't show the man's feet. Yo. What do I even do with my life right now?
Yeah, I knew it was going to end.
I'm about to put myself in a cryo sleep. Wake me up when fucking... There's nothing left, Jermaine, at the end there?
Wait, hold on. What, is that a... Wait. What was that? I saw something purple. Or was I tripping? Just leave it.
Man. Yo, the funny point is where they...
Oh, I think this is what I was looking at.
Where they mentioned... where they were like, he contributed a lot to the island. I'm gonna be like, do y'all understand I got to level 100 off of this?
It's just kind of crazy because he was at level 99 and killing all the ants and the Ant King. Oh, actually, no, he wasn't at level 90 because killing the Ant King brought him up to 99.
Yeah. Yep, there's no credits. Oh, my goodness gracious. I don't even know.
It was a good episode.
There's so much on my mind right now. One, I'm sad because I get no episode next week. But there were a lot of good moments. Obviously, him, even just the beginning of the episode, obviously us getting our answer of him making the healer a shadow and getting the shadow to heal her. And then, yeah, there was just like a nice moment between him and Beak. And yeah, and then obviously we saw him add Beru to the AKA Vibes Cartel, the General, into the collection. And yeah, there was a couple things. It was funny. There was there was three things I got in this episode that I've been asking for and looking for. The first one is just for fun, was the long sword. But I think that might have been during my season 1 reactions when I kind of came to this guy and I was just like, yo, he doesn't use like long swords and shit. And then I realized, obviously, like I watched another episode and I was just like, I really just came to the conclusion. I was like, okay, he's just a dagger.
It's either the daggers or hands
or straight hands. Like, yeah. So I was like, he's a dagger guy. So him bringing out like a actual real long sword in this episode was nice to see from my perspective because I've been wanting to see him with that. And then 2, what he was gonna do after he saved his mom, because I think this might have been I think I had this question I think before he saved his mom, or it might have been maybe right after he saved his mom, but I was wondering what, like around that time, what he was going to do now that he ended up saving his mom, and if they end up clearing this Jeju Island part, what he was going to do from a guild wise. And like I like how they kind of asked that question through the chairman's perspective of him being like, so like, what are you going to do with your power? Like everybody knows now, you know what I mean? Obviously there was a point where you were leveling up and no one knows, but everyone knows now who you are and what you can do. So it's like, you can't just hide. So it's like, what are you going to do?
Like
so
weak too, like everyone knows.
Yeah. So I got that answer. He's deciding to start his own guild, which is nice. He obviously shout out his boy Jinho. Jinho's already like, wherever my boy Sung goes, I go. I mean, Jinho's been a real one from episode 5 when he brought up the contract about, yo, make sure my guy gets some of this mana crystal splits, you know? You know what I mean? From the time I seen that, I'm like, real one. So
what'd you think about that part? Who were those two people that popped up?
I have that's the thing. I have no fucking clue. And that's where this.
But what do you think they were? They clearly weren't humans because one was an elf.
One was
ice elf.
One was an elf.
One was clearly wasn't human. He was a giant guy.
Yeah, the other looked like a human.
And they both ripped open a portal. Disappeared.
Yeah.
And then it was very interesting their conversation too.
Yes.
Their whole conversation was very interesting.
Yeah, and I guess what I was trying to say was that this season early on had a lot of moments of it raising questions and just things that would have us wondering about the system. And the last few episodes, because it's obviously been more Jeju Island focused, they had that sparring match. They've kind of shied away from that. Even in obviously his last big fight, which is usually where those moments occur, we didn't see like a moment with Beru where he kind of glitched, and there was
that was a very interesting part where he resurrected him and then everything went black. That's never happened before.
Yes, and again, I was confused at that also, but again, I was just like, again, clearly you bringing that up, that might obviously lead to something bigger, but in the moment, I just maybe thought because he was really strong.
That's what I think.
And it could, but again, I
assume like at his level and Beru's strength, like, because Beru was so strong, I guess the shadow that kind of had to resurrect him covered everything. And that's what I assume. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's very interesting how he gets resurrected.
Yeah, and like I think my next question.
He came out of a cocoon. That was dope as shit.
Yeah, even the way his shadow was born.
And then he can also talk.
He could talk. Yeah, like I think my question that I had, if I remember correctly, around that part where the ice elf came and then that other guy came, was generally, and I guess I had this question like a few episodes ago, was what was going to happen with regard, like where the story was going to go once the island arc was wrapped up. And it clearly seems like whatever those two people are, that's where it's going to be involved in. It's very interesting that there's like another just ice elf, and the red portal looked obviously weird, but the blue one literally just looked like a gate.
Very interesting.
So it literally looked like that guy was just able to open gates at will and go between the human world and wherever he's going. That's what I got from that part, which is fucking insane, which is a crazy, like, I don't even want to say ability if it's like somehow
you're not wrong.
If it's like if it's like a bigger thing. I don't know, like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now, but like that's very,
it is very crazy.
That's crazy.
He's a very,
yeah, and even I'm gonna have to rewatch that part and see what they were saying again about about him, or just about like how they were like leaving this part to him, or this area to him, or like, I can't remember exactly. I'm gonna have to rewatch it, but that was really interesting.
What do you think they're talking about?
I think they're talking about Sung, but I could be wrong. But I'm guessing it's him. That's why the pops.
If they are talking about Sung, considering what they were saying, that's very, very interesting.
No, I know. I hate this. Yeah, like I'm gonna have to end this video soon because I'm gonna be talking forever. I have too many too many theories and stuff. But yeah, like it's I do think they're talking about Sung, honestly, with the way that big human man came up in there, and then obviously the elf looking deadly and just being able to transport in between the two things.
They knocked them out too.
Yeah, like they obviously are dumb strong, and it's just like, to me, it's like there's only one man out there that could even be on the radar. All y'all are peons to man's that. Like, that's what I get. You know what I mean? When I deduce it down, it's just like all y'all seem like they wouldn't even be concerned with peons. They seem like they seen what that man just did, or they've been knowing, and they're like, they're not even surprised, and they're just like, we know, you know what I mean? We know, like, so that's why it's like, I think they're most likely talking about Sung. And then on the top of that, the fact that I thought that was his dad, and you're like, that's not his dad. And then his dad was literally in the room with them doing his own recon. I'm like, okay. They're clearly talking about Sung. Obviously, what it's going to lead to, I have no clue. But I do like that Pops is like watching over and kind of like getting involved.
Pops came out a gate, and then when he came out of a gate, he got locked up, and then broke out.
See, because Pops was
to the island.
Pops probably already knows what popping off with them. If he was in the gate for years, he probably knows what kind of bigger plays. Yo, Pops is an interesting character, you know. If you really think, now that it ended like that with Pops in the room, and that we know that Pops is a bodman, Pops is a very interesting character.
He's a bodman,
especially obviously because he's related to Jin, but because he's dumb strong, and then his son is now dumb. It's going to be interesting to see the story that kind of unfolds with the dad too, because obviously he's been kind of out of their lives for a long time. So it's going to be really, really interesting. All right, man. I guess we're going to end it, man, because I'm just going to keep going on, and I'm just upset because I don't even know what's going to.
To be fair, I'm kind of sad too.
I'm going to get no addition to my questions, or not even no answers to any of my questions for time. Yeah, so you know what? We're going to end the reaction here. I'm upset. So if you like this reaction, hit the thumbs up. If you think you'd be interested in our reactions, our soul leveling reactions when they come back, when the show comes back, not only that, other anime reactions, other TV series reactions. Currently we're doing Daredevil Born Again, trailer reactions, movie reactions, all that good stuff.
All good entertainment.
All that good entertainment stuff. If you are interested in uncut reactions, the link to the Patreon will be in the description on the main page of the channel as well. So head over there if you're interested in that. Let's continue to grow this thing together.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you for watching.
Yes, we do.
Catch you on the next one. I guess it's time to go cry. Peace.